Once we get this object repository screen, here we need to add the objects into object repository. For adding objects, just we need to click on this add symbol, add objects, or we can also do this in objects. In objects menu, add objects to local. Anyone we can select. Add objects, click on this. Then the mouse pointer will be changed to hand symbol. Then you can select the objects. I want to add this object. Then I can use this plus button and click on this object which you want to add. Just this is object, win edit agent name, just click OK. Then that particular object will be added into object repository and it will be added in the parent and child hierarchy. This is a login name is a parent and this is the hierarchy, and you can select one more object also inside it. I can select one more. Password also I am selecting. Password added. I can select OK also. In this way, I can add objects to object repository. As per definition, in object repository, it will store the object properties and values also. If you see here, these are the properties and values used to identify the objects in the application, right? These properties and values will be used to identify the objects in the application. As I said, how you are identifying as a pen or mobile based on some properties and values. The same way, UTP will also identify with the help of this properties and values in the applications. Right? These are the properties and values. As per definition, it will be stored properties and values in the object repository. Right? This is, and you can see here repository. Here you are able to see local. That means this is the local object repository. Is it clear? We are adding objects to local object repository in one option. As I said, we have two options to add objects to object repository. First one by adding manually. Second one by recording. Right? I am closing. Now these are one option. This is also shortcut key, control R also. Now in this local object repository we have three objects. Right? Now if you want to edit or rename this object, just select that object and go here and modify the object. Right? You can change this in this way. The name got changed. And if you want to delete it, select it, right click and click on delete. Then that particular object will be deleted automatically. Right? All objects are deleted. Now it is blank. Completely no objects are available in this object repository right now. Now I'll give control to Jairam. Jairam, can you record my script? Control I can give. Yeah, I've given control. You can record one script here using normal recording. Try to access my system. Jairam.
Yes.
Try to access my system and do one normal recording. How to do this normal recording? Karna, I'm able to hear Kishore voice only. Mute yourself or
Yes, sir.
Can you guide Jairam how to do recording? I'm saying as a recording. Last class we have done recording, right? Karna, can
Go
you
to
tell me where we need to go to for recording? Close this. No, I didn't say like adding objects to repository. I said to do as a recording, not as adding objects. Karna, can you tell me what is the menu bar to do the normal recording? Last class we discussed, right? Just refer your notes. Where is the navigations for recording? Where need to go?
insert record. Click press F3.
Got it, Ram? Sorry.
Yeah.
Ram? Is there or not?
Jerry.
You note it down or not? Last time we have discussed, right? Recordings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then what is the menu?
It will record, sir.
Pardon?
Will record all mouse click and keyboard inputs.
Yeah, how to do that? Definition is fine. How to do that?
Okay.
Click on record or press F3.
Yeah, Ram. I have given control. You can do it. Ram, you have control, right?
ABC. Okay.
Who is doing? Jairam or Ram?
Yeah, me.
Jairam.
Sorry?
Ram is doing, right?
Yeah.
Then why you said you click on record and run settings? Why you are going in runway? Just cancel it. Yeah. Now start recording. You also forgot, Ram. Automation mono. Please note down whatever
Okay.
topic we are discussing. Just note down the navigations. Maybe in the next class I'll ask you to do.
John. Okay, sir.
Just Ram, do it as a normal recording mode.
I will do.
Click on record. Select the Windows application. Yeah. Provide the username and password.
Username John. No, John.
Yes. Fine. Now stop it.
Okay.
Only last class you all not able to remember. This is very bad. Right. This is normal recording mode. As per last class, we have three types of recording modes: normal recording mode, analog recording mode, and low level recording mode. Normal recording modes, just you need to go to automation menu and click on record. Then it will start the recording and it will record all the mouse clicks as well as keyboard inputs. In analog
Yeah.
recording mode, it will record only mouse movements in the form of XY coordinates. How to do the analog recording mode? First, go to automation menu, click on record. After that, again go to automation menu, click on analog recording mode. The third one, low level, is also same. First, click on automation menu and click on record. Again go to automation menu, click on low level recording. This is the navigations for 3, and this is local for normal recording mode. If I open the object repository now, you can see these objects. Previously, the object repository is completely empty, no objects. Now you can see some objects are available in the object repository. Right? That means the objects are added automatically without adding manually also. That means by recording the script also, we are able to add the objects into object repository. Clear? We added the objects into object repository in 2 ways. Number 1, what is number 1?
By recording.
By recording. Number 2?
By adding manually.
By adding manually. Right? By adding manually means just we need to open the object repository and click on add objects and select the object which you want to add it, then click on OK. A recording means we will record the script automatically, all the objects will be added into object repository automatically. Jairam, is it clear or you have any confusion? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
What about Karna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. In any moment, I'll give control to Karna. Can you add objects to the one object repository? I want to add this cancel and help, these 2 buttons. Initially, it will be a little bit tough. Once you are on the track, then it will be very easy to understand. Just can you try to add objects manually? I have given control. How to add objects to object repository by manually. I want to add only cancel and help. You can start. I have given control. Jairam, can you guide her?
Now go to resources. Now go to resources.
First, you need to open the object repository.
Resources. Resources. First one, object repository.
Resources menu, first
Object
object repository. You need to open the object repository. Yes. Then here you need to click on add button. Where is the add button?
Plus add button. No.
Where is the add button?
Fourth plus box.
Or go to object menu. Go to object menu.
Go to object. Go to object menu.
Where is menu bar? File menu, edit menu. Where is menu bar?
You want object repository. Go to object menu.
Add objects to local. Second option.
Add object to local. This is the symbol. See.
Yeah, now try to do again.
Click and play.
The same process again. Add, click on add. Where is the add option? Add objects. From here, where you opened just now.
Yes, sir.
Just now you opened, right? Add objects. Where is that option?
No. Monitor resources. That's fine. Click on object, go to object menu.
Just now only you did, right? Object menu, add objects.
Go to object menu there.
Okay.
Yes.
See, this is the symbol to add the objects. Or
1 minute.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. 1 minute. See, like this, you need to select. Guys, when once the class is done, you'll get this screen. Recording manager, go to meeting. Here you need to select which record you want to convert. Select this and click here MP4 and click on convert recording. Then it will
Record.
convert all the recording. This is my previous session, actually 6:30 to 7:30 session. I didn't do it. Okay, fine. See, I'll tell you. In two ways we can add objects to object repository. First, just note it down the navigations and everything. Whenever you are not able to follow, just let me know. This is a very simple topic. You are confusing, right? Object repository is nothing but it is a storage place used to store the object information. We can store all the object information in object repository. And we have two types of object repositories. Number one, local object repository. Number two, shared object repository. And the local object repository extension is .mtr. MTR is nothing but module text repository. Dot Next, shared object repository extension .tsr. TSR is nothing but test shared repository. Right now, we have started with the local repository. Local repository, we can add the objects in two ways. Number one, by adding manually. Number two, by adding by recording.
Record.
Right? By adding manually, by recording. How we will do? By first we'll see manually. If you want to first add the objects into object repository, first you need to open the repository. Then only we can add the objects into repository. How to open the repository? The navigation you need to remember. We need to go to resources menu. How to open repository? Resources menu. Click on object repository. Once we click on object repository, we will get all the objects in this object repository. This is my object repository. I want to add objects to this object repository. Right? For that, I need to select, go to object menu, click on add objects to local. This is the adding option. Go to object menu and click on add objects to local. This option you need to select to add the objects into object repository. Just I'm selecting this and the mouse pointer will be changed as a hand symbol. Then I can select the object which I want to add. I'm selecting here cancel. Then here it will display as a win button cancel. Just click on OK. The same way other object. The other objects, add objects. I will select as a help here. Yes. These two objects I added into object repository. Karna, now it is clear how to add objects to object repository.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the one way. Jairam, you are clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is by adding objects to object repository manually. The second one is by recording. If you start the recording, the objects will be added automatically to this object repository. Right? Now this is empty scripts. Now the second method means if you record the script, it will add the objects into object repository by default. Alright? Who will do the recording now? Who will do?
Me.
Not Ram, except Ram. Either Jairam or Karna. Anyone.
I will do it.
Yeah, Jairam. Yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm saying about talking about normal recording, not adding objects to object repository.
Recording.
Yes, automation menu, click on record. Then provide the username and password in the flight application. Backside we have application. Yes, provide the username. Yes, next password. What is the password?
HP.
Pardon?
Mercury.
What is password, Karna?
Mercury.
Mercury. Yes. Click on OK. Okay, then close it and stop the recording. Stop the recording. Where you need to stop?
Support. Or just stop.
Yes. Right? This is like how we will do as a normal recording mode. Now open the object repository, Jairam. Yes. All the objects are added like agent name, password and flight reservation. These are objects are added just now by doing recording. Whereas cancel and help we have added by manually. Right? Now it is clear two types of adding objects to object repository. The first one by adding manually,
Yes.
second one by adding recording.
Vijay, I have a question here.
Go ahead.
There is no any difference between this first and manual. So the values which will come automatically, which is application is having.
No, I didn't get your question. Come again.
Vijay, the difference here it is. So in first, all the values which that application is containing, so all the values and objects will store here.
Okay.
Is it audible, Vijay?
Yeah, I'm able to.
The difference, only the difference between first and manual. So all the values of objects will store here.
Yes.
Okay, so in manually, if we select particular things, then those will store here.
Yes.
So the difference, while doing our job, so which one will prefer for this?
we will prefer by adding manually. We won't add the
Okay.
objects by recording. We have a option also. Whatever options are there, we need to have knowledge on the options. Then we need to use which one is the better one, right?
Okay.
We have two ways, but in the real time we will use only one way. Ram, how can I get all the filter options? Do you remember?
Filter, I think. Yeah, the filter option is there.
Yeah, not this one.
You can filter.
Not this one. Okay, leave it. I'll tell you. Karna, you are clear? Can you add one object manually?
Yes, sir.
You can add any one object manually. Just I want to add like this name box manually into object repository. You can add.
Okay.
Jairam, can you guide her how to do that? Jairam, are you there?
Yes, Vijay.
Just guide Karna to how to add one name object to object repository. First, what need to be done?
We have to go for add object.
Where it will come?
We need to go to resource first.
Yes. Karna, follow these instructions. Yes. Then
Click on object repository.
yes. Then
Again, go to objects.
objects menu.
Go to objects menu.
Menu. Where is the menu bar? Then
Click on object.
Yeah.
yes. Then
Object is open.
select the name object which I informed. Yes. Click on that.
Okay.
Then OK. Yes. That name is added into object repository now. You had added one object. The same way, can you add one more object? You have done one. The same way, you can do one more.
No need. No need to go. Please go to object file. Click on other.
Select any one.
Close.
Anyone. Select anyone, no problem.
Click close करना.
This is
Okay.
not a.
Why you are adding, right? Why you are clicking on cancel? Okay, it will add, right? Why you are canceling again?
Vijay, shall we add duplication?
No, it won't allow us. It will overwrite.
Don't take okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Doing same.
Again, why you are canceling? If you click OK, it will add it to object repository, right? Why you are cancelling
నేను
that?
క్యాన్సిల్ చేసేలోపు ఇది పోతుంది సార్.
Cancel చేయకూడదు.
క్లోజ్
ఓకే
చేయండి.
చేయండి. ఓకే
క్లోజ్
చేయండి.
చేయండి.
ఓకే అంటే just it will add into object repository.
Yeah.
No need to cancel. Just you are added two objects here, name and flight 2.
ఓకే.
Clear?
Vijay, some objects are in disable mode, right? So can we add?
Right?
ఓకే.
Anything it will take.
It will add.
ఓకే. అండర్స్టాండ్.
Karna is doing now?
Yes, sir, please.
Great. You're very fast now. Okay, that's great. Yeah. This is the process of as I said, initially I told you, right, Jairam and Karna, at least 1 week it will take to get into the track. Once you are in the track, then it will be very easy. First initial days, it will be little bit tough, but it won't be problem.
Very confusing.
And that's what. Later classes, it won't be any confusion. You will be very clear. Ram, please bear
Yeah.
few more days, right? The sessions will be very slow. And
No
once
problem.
they are in the track, then we'll go very fastly. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
This is about local object repository, how to add the objects into local object repository.
Vijay,
Yes.
just a minute, please. See, what is the main use of this?
I'm coming to that point only. Right, the QTP, as I said, the QTP will use the objects to identify the object in the application. With the help of this object repository only, it will try to identify the objects in the application and it will perform some operations on that operation. For example, this is my line of code. This is my line of code. If I want to run this code, I want to enter the Sairam into as a username. Then the agent name dialog is one my object, parent object is a login, and WinEdit of agent name. This is my another object, right? Agent name is the object. Dialog is also one of the object. These details it will get it from this object repository and it will try to identify in the application. It will identify application, then it will perform some operations on that object. Right? This is the agent name, right? How it will identify this is the agent name? Here only it has to enter the data as a Sairam instead of this, right? How it will be identified? It will take the help of this object repository. It will go to object repository and first dialog of login. This is the dialog of login. It will go to here and then WinEdit of agent name. Where is the agent name here? It will go here and it will try to take these properties. Like previously I told how you are identifying as a pen. This is pen means how you are identifying based on the functionality, based on the height, width, you are identifying it is a pen. The same way
Yeah.
QTP also will uses this object and properties, negative attached text. Then with these names it will try to identify this is the agent name. Then it will go here and it will enter the Sairam as a user. For identifying the objects in the application, we use this object repository. Is it clear your doubt? Jairam, you only asked the question.
Yes, Vijay. So we can identify and see if some cases we don't know which kind of text it will accept. It's is it numerical or is it alphabetical? So we can easily identify that this text box will accept only this kind of script and text. So we can identify it, right?
Yes, yes. Okay, fine. Shall we move?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Now we saw local object repository. As we said, we have two types of object repositories. What are the two?
Local and shared.
Local and shared, right? We have local object repository. Then what is the use of shared object repository? Why we need to use as a shared object repository? And in the real-time applications, we will use only shared object repository. We won't use like in the real-time applications while running the scripts, we will use only shared object repository instead of local object repository. Karna, do you have class today?
Yes, sir.
How many days?
Maybe 10 days.
Only?
Maybe 10 days.
Oh, 10 days.
Yeah.
We are not able to cover more topics. Like we are starting very late. Jairam, can you start by 7:30 exactly from tomorrow onwards? 7:30 to 8:30, 1 hour at least we need to have the session.
Yeah, yes, Vijay. Yes, Vijay. I'm ready.
Yeah, exactly 7:30 you can join.
Yeah.
Okay, today we will wind up. Try to finish the classes as soon as possible, then I'll take more sessions up to 9. Okay, fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Okay. Hmm?